Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Welcome to another edition of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. We have a few news articles to go through, so let's go and hop right into them. New information sheds some light on the problems facing Evolution Studios' DriveClub. According to a new report, the issue has little to do with the servers and everything to do with the way the game was coded. French outlet Gameblog spoke with President of PlayStation France Philippe Cardin about the matter. In the programming of the game, there was an error that prevents us from welcoming enough players at the same time, he says. All of this is being reprogrammed, but it takes much larger than simply adding 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 servers. President of Sony Worldwide Studios shared that the PlayStation Plus edition of the game is delayed until further notice. Cardin echoed his statements that the fix for these problems does not have a specific rollout date yet. So it seems the main issue that DriveClub has is in the code in the game, not the actual servers. They're saying that it's going to take a much longer time to fix the code than it is to apparently fix servers or adding on servers. So it's just another one of those disappointing things that has happened, and Evolution Studios has to more or less try to remake the game again. And the whole PlayStation Plus edition of the game is delayed until further notice, is just making things a lot worse for the company. Not only Evolution Studios, but PlayStation. Prey 2, the follow-up to 3D Realms' first-person action adventure, is officially cancelled, and longer in development at Human Head Studios, Bethesda Vice President Pete Hines confirmed. Hines was unable to share the date or time frame for the cancellation. He added that Bethesda believes Prey is still a cool universe worth exploring, but it isn't currently clear as far as how or when Bethesda would do another Prey game. Bethesda officially revealed Human Head Studios' Prey 2 on March 2011 as a sci-fi first-person shooter that places players in the role of U.S. Marshal Killen Samuels, now a bounty hunter on an alien planet. Since its announcement, the game faced delays due to quality concerns, and Bethesda denied numerous times that its development was handed off to Dishonored developer Arcane Studios. Reportedly leaked emails obtained by Kotaku last August detailed how Arcane Studios had apparently began pre-production on the project and was positioning it as a spiritual successor to System Shock 2. Now, I remember seeing some of the demos and trailers that they were doing for this Prey 2 game. And to be honest, it looked a lot better than the first Prey game. But it has always been delayed, handed off, delayed, but now officially it's been cancelled, which is another sad, disappointing thing that's happening. I mean, this would have been an awesome game if it was actually made and came out. I mean, I know the game companies, Bethesda, I guess 3D Realms wanted to make it a great game, but pushing it back so far, it should have been a clue that it wasn't going to be coming out. So now Prey 2 can be put up on the list of many games that were great ideas, but cancelled. In advance of the next generation release of Grand Theft Auto 5, Rockstar has announced some exclusive content for players making the jump from one of the original versions. Here's what you can look forward to if you're planning on double dipping. There will be new events scattered around the world for you to find. Completing this will unlock the Impani Duke O' Death car and the infamous Doodoo seaplane. Michael will have the opportunity to solve a murder mystery. Doing so will award 2 Noir film-style filters for gameplay and Snapmatic photos. Of course, what would an upgraded GTA be without new weapons? If you played on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, you'll have access to the railgun and hatchet weapons. Other content available for returning players include wildlife photography, the Kraken sub, stock car races, hidden monkey graffiti to photograph, to unlock monkey costumes, and more. In order to access the added content, you'll need to have played one of the last gen versions through the prologue and have done so while logged into Rockstar's Social Club account. Rockstar also says that the Special Edition and Collector's Edition content will carry over from last gen. You'll have access to that via your Social Club account. As for GTA Online, you'll have access to port over your profile one way. Moving it to new gen version copies your progress, essentially creating a duplicate of your other Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 profile that is distinct from the last gen versions. You can continue to play on both, but they are no longer the same character. From the time you import, their paths diverge. You'll also be able to carry over your created jobs. So there's going to be a ton of content for people who want to double dip Grand Theft Auto 5. Basically those who have played the 360 or PlayStation 3 version and want to play the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version. Now to get this stuff, you got to do two things. One, you have to have played through the prologue, and two, you have got to have done that while logged into the Rockstar Social Club account. And I know there are some stores out there and maybe some websites. If you pre-order, you'll get some more exclusive stuff. I know GameStop is doing where they give you 1 million in-game dollars, which is kind of split, so it's not really 1 million. It's like 500,000 for the actual GTA 5 and 500,000 for the online. But there's going to be some exclusive stuff for people who do return, additional cars, an actual seaplane, some weapons. The Handsome Jack Doppelganger pack is sort of bringing a playable Handsome Jack to Borderlands the pre-sequel. The playable character is a Handsome Jack clone, and depending on what path you choose to take with him, you can earn bonuses on money or even abilities whenever you're fighting for your life. His special ability will summon multiple digital Handsome Jacks that will help you in combat, hence the Doppelganger class designation. The Handsome Jack Doppelganger pack is part of the game's Season Pass, but it can also be purchased separately for $9.99. The DLC launches November 11th on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. Now, I remember seeing in some promotional materials for the release of Borderlands the pre-sequel, it showed the starter characters that you can play as, and it showed Handsome Jack behind them. And they were using the same images to more or less plug the Season Pass. Now, when you look at it that way, it makes you think some way Handsome Jack would be a playable character in maybe some DLC later on. Now, with this, looks like you're gonna kinda get that. But it's just gonna be some Handsome Jack clone and who can duplicate himself while you're fighting. But either way, this is gonna be as close as we might get as far as playing as Handsome Jack. As rumored, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will mark the return of the Zombies mode to the franchise. In an email sent to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare pre-order customers by GameStop about the game's optional DLC Season Pass, the returning zombie mode was confirmed. A leaked trailer showcased the return of zombies last week, but this assures the undead's inclusion in the release. The Season Pass was revealed last week, and it is $49.99. It includes 4 map packs called Havoc, Ascendance, Supremacy, and Reckoning. Separately, they will be $15 each and will release in January. The pass also gets you early access to DLC weapons and a map at launch. Atlas Gorge is a reimagining of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare's pipeline. The email seems to imply that the Season Pass will also contain Zombies content, though it does not detail exactly what the content will be. So yeah, this news article just broke today on November 2nd, the same night that Call of Duty is going to be out, and this is going to be probably put out the next day. But yeah, zombie mode is confirmed for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because people who pre-ordered the game through GameStop did get an email saying it. It'll be part of the DLC Season Pass. So it is going to be part of it. It will be there. Along with some other additional stuff, additional zombie content, although they didn't go into detail what it is. But of course the Season Pass is about $50. It includes Havoc, map packs, Ascendance, Supremacy, and Reckoning. And it will save you money over buying them separately for $15 each. So yeah, zombies are in it. Zombies are in the game. So that's it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this. Later on, I'll have the separate clips up if you want to check those out. Down below, I'll have the Facebook link in the description details if you want to check that out. Go and leave any comments below if you want. So until next time, bye.